What's going on, everybody? Vane Flaffy from Vane Clan here, and today I'm going to be showing you a class setup for the Locus. So starting off here, we're going to be putting on the Locus. If you guys stick to the end of this, I'm going to put some I'm going to put some gameplay, that's it. I'm going to put some gameplay at the end of this so you can see how this class turns out. So, starting off, I do know what I'm talking about. So trust me, I'm a doctor. So, starting off, you want to put a good starting off, we don't want any optics. Now, if you're just now starting into the game and you don't know, there is absolutely no target assist at all on these snipers. So having ballistic CPU and reducing the weapon swaying is a really important perk. If you don't know what weapon sway is, it's when you're aiming in and the gun moves around a little bit. Like, it's kind of like when you have to hold your breath to steady it and it still kind of moves. It's kind of like that. So you want to not have that. And since you're probably going to be using the Locus because of its faster ADS, because it's not always a one-shot, because you get more hit markers, you're probably wanting faster ADS. Well, along with faster ADS, you're probably going to want more shots. So the increased rate of fire with rapid fire is very important because it's going to help you get those clips that you want and the speed that you want for this kind of gameplay that you are looking for. This is like pretty much the core setup to this because just mainly the ballistic CPU is your importance. Starting with perk 1, we're going to go in, and I honestly would choose Afterburner because it's pretty basic, but you know, you could use like Ghost or Sixth Sense if you're still used to it. A lot of people would use Sixth Sense because as a sniper, like, people come up behind you and stuff. It's nice to get the heads up on that, but a lot of people like hate on that perk because of its overpoweredness, and a lot of people don't like it too much. So I am not going to tell you to use it, but I'm saying it's there. It's not a bad idea. Just don't come to me when people hate you. This is why I use Afterburner. Afterburner is always my perk 1 slot, and that is what I use it for. Perk 2, you're going to want fast hands because swap weapons faster and faster aiming after sprinting. Once again, you're going to be going for those clips, probably if you're using the Locus, trying to aim in real fast, do things quick, and all that stuff. So you're going to want fast hands most likely. And then for your perk 3, I personally would go for... Alright, perk 3 is kind of your like own opinion. It depends on your like play style or whatever. I would not go for Gung Ho unless you are used to sniping with Gung Ho. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Blast Suppressor, you know, if you want to be silent or whatever, you want to use Blast Suppressor. You don't want people knowing what's around you. But Awareness would also be really good because if you have headphones, I should say, you'd be able to hear like the enemies around you. So that's really helpful in times of need. That also comes in line with Sixth Sense. If you don't have Sixth Sense and you don't want people thinking you're a noob or whatever, just Awareness, it's a pretty common perk to use, and it's a lot more helpful if you have headphones. So I've been told Flak Jacket is probably a good secondary perk to put on perk 1. You could also go for Tactical Mask on perk 3, either or, but right now I'm not at too high of a level and I don't want to waste all my unlock tokens, so I'm not going to go for Tactical Mask. I'm just going to go for the Flak Jacket because honestly I'd rather be stunned than blown up. So then we got our secondary. I personally would go for the RK5, mainly because it's a 3-round burst. It's like kills in about 2 bursts most of the time for me, and it's really simple if you're not good at using pistols. An LCAR-9 would be good too, but honestly I'm not really good with the LCAR-9. If you guys are good with it, this is really all your personal choice. If you have fast trigger finger, if you have fast trigger finger, I would go for the MR6. That would be a good idea. But you know, it just kind of depends on your playstyle. And then you got one last spot for you. You can put that into whatever you please. You might want an attachment for your RK5. Honestly, I don't think you really need an attachment for the RK5. It's as good as it is. This class is mainly focusing around the Locus with this build, so I wouldn't suggest like putting that many perks or anything or too much detail into the RK5 itself. But if you guys need it, shock charges and concussions are there for you to be able to stun them. You know, if you want to like stun them, get those clips and stuff. For the people who aren't as good and need practice still because the game is still new to some people, then that would be helpful for you too. So I'm going to put that there mainly because I don't have anything else I want to do with it, and then we're going to go into it.
Now I can't seem to breathe.